Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A 34-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now McCarthy. That went out wide and intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
This 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Play action, now it's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 10, Vikings nothing.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air goes Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll swing this out to Tony. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Locates Kamara on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Kamara going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one a first down pickup of 8. McCarthy off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket. Only... Absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. McCarthy is set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. McCarthy going to throw again. He gets it to Addison. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from the 1. And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. And now they'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 13.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Here's McCarthy. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Running right, Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now McCarthy.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
To the air with McCarthy.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll run wide side with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. Throwing now is Daniels.
Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted.
picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Here's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simic. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Daniels. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
To the air goes Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Talley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Coming left is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
To throw is Daniels.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Cade Jordan on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you... from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A give to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10.
Again, it's Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So not only the interception, but now they've got it first and goal after the pick. And, I mean, heck, Charles, they could go ahead and trot out the kicking team here and win it.
They absolutely could, but what I would do is hand it off inside a couple of times and make sure my running back has both hands over the football, body covering it, and I kick it on third down. That way, if something goes awry with the snap, we still have fourth down to try it again and win the ball game.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage of game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kick.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.